Hello, my incisive friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. This is a really interesting question. And there are so many questions and so much data from UAP that we can create a flowchart that makes assertions some more likely than others. And that's data. And over time, we can correlate and ferment these ideas to have a better and better understanding of such a mysterious and dynamic subject. So these craft are incredibly fast. We know that. They are incredibly fast. They can zip from the surface to out of the atmosphere like nothing. And if you're like me and many other researchers, you feel that they have multiple bases or factories or hiding spots on Earth. But if they were from far away, another solar system, why would they have the bases on Earth if they were really interested in just watching us and gathering data? They allow us to see them. And they choose to have bases. Do they have some sort of proximity necessity? Are they impervious and just don't care or worry about us? Are they from our ancient past and we're already here to act or observe? Are they some sort of bifurcated lineage from humans or a past Earth or Mars intelligence? That's very realistic. It does give them less arrival time to interact during, I guess, imperative events to them. That's one possibility. And let's think about this next subject. Of course, under the surface of the Earth is phenomenal protection against gamma ray bursts that likely even they couldn't see coming, or extinction level asteroids, solar flares, etc. Being under the surface is a very safe location. This also might be part of the Fermi paradox. And there is this fractal UFO model that Dr. Simeon Hein and I have spoken about on Reality's Edge with Doc and Buddy. I highly recommend watching those episodes. We really get into the next level weeds. Let's think about this for a moment. If each craft has two craft these are just very raw estimations. If each craft has two craft at 1/10 the size of the original craft, the closer they get to the surface, the greater the presence, the more craft, and the greater the need to be invisible. That's part of the fractal UFO model. And here's how we can just do a little bit of just some very rough guesstimations. Let's say there's a mothership a mile long by Jupiter. It would create a cascade of smaller, more numerous, it's very important, and better camouflaged craft. And of course, as they get closer to the surface, they need more and more invisibility, let's say. A lot of people talk a lot about interdimensionality, but there's a lot of ways to go invisible. So let's just do a little number crunching here real quick. A 1 mile long craft near Mars would have 2 craft in it that would be hundreds of feet long. Those could be by the moon. Those craft would have 400-foot craft that could be orbital. Then as we get suborbital, that would be 8 100 or less foot craft. This is supposed to be several hundred, I think. Then at the cloud level, there would be at least 16 20 to 35-foot craft. And then about 100 feet from the surface, we might find 32 10-foot craft around. Next, we could find 64 3 feet or below craft underneath 100 feet. And on the surface, we could have 128 biobots, or those sphere mission drones. So the total craft would be 255, and this is not including nanoscale craft. There's a sliding scale that allows you to alter some of these numbers, and I could go into the weeds on that, but it basically left with, from the one mothership, 940 craft. Now we could guesstimate 2,550 nanobots minimum. So we're looking at 3,950 craft from one mothership. I have so many ideas about this lower level here, but what do you guys think? Why don't they have staging areas off Earth? It's a very important question to think about. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love you guys.